Did you know a sitting U.S. president actually got arrested? Not for scandal, not for treason, not for Watergate-level drama, but for speeding on a horse? Yeah, picture this. It's the 1870s, Washington, D.C., and President Ulysses S. Grant, the Civil War hero, the man who crushed the Confederacy, the guy whose face ended up on the $50 bill, is galloping his horse-drawn carriage through the city like he's auditioning for Fast and Furious Pony Drift. Grant, by all accounts, loved horses more than he loved politics. He was obsessed. He could tame them, race them, and he reportedly rode so aggressively that pedestrians feared for their lives. The police had already warned him once, like, "Hey, Mr. President, maybe don't treat Pennsylvania Avenue like the Kentucky Derby." Grant smiled, nodded, and then promptly ignored them. The very next day, he was back at it, full throttle, nearly mowing down pedestrians like extras in a Western. That's when Officer William H. West, a black Civil War veteran turned D.C. cop, stepped in. Imagine being that guy, standing in front of the President of the United States, holding up your hand like, "Sir, pull over your horse." West did the unthinkable. He arrested Grant. Yes, a sitting U.S. president, still in office, taken into custody for speeding. Grant didn't pull rank, didn't start shouting. Nope, he reportedly laughed, admitted he was guilty, and told the officer, "I was not aware that I was going so fast." Translation: "Yeah, my bad, I was just vibing with horsepower." Grant was escorted to the station, booked like an ordinary citizen, and fined $20, which was a decent chunk of change back then. About $500 today. The newspapers loved it. Think about the headline potential. President races horses like reckless teen. The public surprisingly respected him for it because he actually took his punishment like everyone else, instead of pulling the "I'm above the law" card. But let's be real, it's still hilarious. Imagine if this happened today. Biden pulled over for drag racing a Tesla, or Trump arrested for speeding on a golf cart. Twitter would implode. What makes the story even juicier is the fact that Grant kept getting in trouble with horses. It wasn't a one-off. D.C. cops claimed they'd stopped him before for reckless riding. The man simply loved speed more than self-preservation. Honestly, if cars had existed back then, Grant would have been the guy with speeding tickets in every state. So yes, the 18th President of the United States has the weird honor of being the only sitting commander-in-chief ever arrested while in office. And it wasn't for espionage, corruption, or scandalous affairs. It was for riding his horse too fast down the street, like a kid who just learned how to drift a bike. It's one of those perfect moments in history that reminds us, presidents are human too. Except most humans don't get arrested for being the original horsepower enthusiast of America. Stay tuned for more eyebrow-raising stories.